All right, all right, all right. What it is, what it is, what it is. This is your boy Hip Hop Karma, and you are tuned into the Random Podcast Show. And today I got a special guest coming out of Escondido. Let me know, son, man. What is your name, my friend?
That's right, man. Thank you, Hip Hop, for having me here. My name is Dazed. I stay in Escondido. I'm repping the city, and I'm just glad I'm here, man. And thank you for having me here too.
It's good. So Daze, is Daze your rap name, or how'd you get that name Daze? Where'd that come from?
It started when I was like 14. Like we used to be like we used to write, and we used to like be little wannabe taggers,
Okay.
And I used to like smoke a lot of THC, I was like, you know what? I'm always dazed. You know what? Like I'm dazed out.
Got you. So that's where it came from, a little Irie and shit like that.
Yeah.
How long you been doing the music thing for, bro?
I've been doing music since I was about 13.
Since about 13?
Yeah, so about like a decade and over a little decade,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you was 13 and getting into the music, what was the first thing that you do? Was you having homies and shit like that you was rapping with, or was you doing it by yourself? How did you find the music, man?
I actually have moved to Indianapolis. I was living in Indiana. Yeah, my mom had moved me over there because she had like gotten a new job over there.
Okay.
And I was listening to a lot of Chicano rap, and there was this the youngest rapper. His name was Little Tweety.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to be the youngest rapper too,
Okay.
And then I remember I got a laptop, and then I just downloaded Mixcraft. That's like the easiest program to use.
So at 13, you taught yourself how to do this shit.
I started
Damn.
I started recording myself like with videos, just like turn on the laptop and like rap over the beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to California when I was like 14. And then I met I stayed in Oceanside.
Okay.
Right there in that little Crown Heights area.
Okay.
And I met some other people. They're like, we rap. We got a little crew. Rapping crew. It's called Six Side. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so I'm there joining their little their crew.
Like a rap group and shit like that. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, honestly, I wasn't really that good. I was like, I would take hours to record one verse.
Gotcha.
I was like raised in Mexico. I was born here, but I was raised in Mexico. So like,
okay.
So at that time, I had barely come back from Mexico, right?
Gotcha.
So like my accent was a little bit like too like it wasn't like that noticeable, but like.
But it was noticeable.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
Sometimes, like till this day, sometimes like some words, like I'm like, and then I'm like, I have to go back and correct myself. But the thing is, like I wasn't so good in like of the group,
So was the homies that you rent with? Was it kind of like minded? Like was it kind of cool for you? Did you start vibing off that shit? Like, okay, we got a whole crew of motherfuckers doing this shit.
At the beginning, yeah, I felt cool. Like I'm like, I finally like, I'm doing it. Back then I'm doing big things.
Right.
It felt cool because we had it all started like we wouldn't judge. It wasn't like even like to make fun of when like the homie showed me the setup. Like
right.
He told me, hey, I got a studio at the pad. I'm like,
right.
Okay. We go to his room, his closet. We have a little the little microphones for like the little stick ones.
Right.
Yeah, like nailed to the wall, and then our pop filter was a wire hanger.
Yeah.
And fucking what's it called?
The pantyhose.
Yeah.
That
thing.
That's all right.
Yeah, that was.
That's my first setup too. I ain't gonna lie. I had the pantyhose, the whole nine. I think that's like rapping 101. You gotta get through the pantyhose to get to the good setups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like.
When you first heard yourself on the microphone, what was your reaction to hearing yourself? Were you like, "That's dope," or were you kind of like, "Ooh, I need to go back in and get better"? How was you feeling?
I've been comfortable with my voice,
Okay.
Like I get complimented a lot, Oh, you got the voice, but it's just like the flow. Like I was like rapping like if I was reading letters.
Got you.
And then they would tease me a lot because I sucked,
Right.
And that would make me go like harder at it.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, I came back and like my pronunciation came better. Got better. It's just like out of all the people I started rapping with, like everybody else stopped. But I'm still like I'm still going at it, Yeah, and like I stopped seeing I stopped seeing these people for a while, and when they see me, they're like, "Damn, you still rapping, fool?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still rapping. I'm still going at it."
Yeah,
And
what's your process when you do a song? Are you writing the lyrics before you get the beat? Are you getting the beat first? Are you coming up with the hook? How do you get down in the studio? What's your writing process?
It all depends like how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Like if I'm having like a tough day, and then I just write something, you know. Yeah, there's times where I write and I don't even have a beat yet, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's times where like I'm just like at the pad, you know, like going down, and I'm like, oh, I feel this one, you know, like, and then I start writing right then and then.
Got you. So it kind of just depends on the mood that the beat put you in, type shit.
Yeah, actually, it does.
Okay. Now, do you go in with a mental state of like, I'm finna make a song about weed, or I'm finna make a song to turn up? Like, do you have that kind of thing when you go in?
At the beginning, I would, you know, but
Okay.
there's times where like I don't know what to like rap about.
Okay.
And I just go off like to what the title of the beat is called.
Oh, you cheating motherfucker.
I mean,
You gotta go off the title of the
I mean,
the beat said to turn up. We finna just make a turn up song.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but there's times where I give it like the beat. It's called maybe I don't know. It's called something way different than what I'm rapping about. You know,
Right.
Like, and like yeah, like the song like I just recorded. You know, like that beat is meant to like.
What was that beat called?
It's called More Drama.
And it felt like a dramatic type of song type of shit. Okay.
You know, but see how I named it different than what the, you know?
Right.
Uh-huh.
So when you started doing the music at 13, was that a point that you was like kind of just playing around with it and you just kind of started fucking around, or were you at that time recording tracks and putting them out, or how was your first process going?
Well, to me, I've always wanted to make it, you know, like I've always wanted to like, I just wanted to get out, you know, like,
right.
And to me, it's always been serious, you know, like,
right.
Like I decided, you know what, I want to be a rapper, like I want to be a rapper, and it's not something that like I just picked up today, and then like I dropped it, you know.
Right.
Like,
it's something you're passionate about.
Exactly, like, you know, like I would literally rather stay in my room all day, like, you know, behind the computer looking for beats writing than like actually going out.
That's
know,
right.
like,
That's right. I feel that.
Yeah.
So you said you would listen to Chicano music in Indianapolis when you was out there.
Yeah.
Is Chicano music big in Indianapolis?
Actually, it is to the Hispanic community. You know,
Gotcha.
like I mean, but like back then there was like everybody was starting to migrate over there. You know, like,
Gotcha.
So like like people from LA, San Diego. I met a couple people from Vista here, like, you know, like, over there, exactly.
Damn.
And there was some guy named Shorty from this part of the town, whatever. And then I was in school one day, and I ran into this kid. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm from Muktu." I'm like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "I'm from Mexico." He's like, "Nah, no way." I'm like, "For real?" Like, we just became best friends, you know, like you know, because we were from San Diego, you know.
Right.
And yeah, it was like everybody would listen to Chicano, MC Magic, yeah, like High Power Soldiers, and stuff, like all that,
Mr. Criminal and shit like
exactly.
that. Got you. When you were growing up, what was a background that you would listen to? Did your parents listen to like oldies, or were they listening to Chicano rap, or what was kind of the musical background that you had?
I'm from like a straight up Mexican family.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So like I grew up listening to cumbias, like you know, like old school like Mexican music, corridos, you know.
Okay,
like, I'm like influenced by corridos a lot, you know.
Okay.
So most of the things that I actually do rap about, like you probably hear them in the corridos too, you know.
Got you. Okay, so you almost took a Latin culture like influence and kind of just made it English and started rapping about it like that.
Yeah, like,
do you rap in Spanish as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You know, and that was something like I didn't want to do, but I started doing when I went to live down in Mexico, like last year, you know.
Okay.
I stayed down there for like 5 months, right?
Okay.
And I met people down there too, and they liked how I rapped in English. They're like, "Oh man, like it would be cool, like if you rapped in Spanish, you know."
Right.
And I was like, "Nah," because my people over there, like, you know, they don't like, you know, like I was kind of iffy about it, you know.
Right.
And then I tried it, and I actually like how it sounded. You know?
How is it rapping in Spanish versus English? Is it harder for you to rap in Spanish or English, or which one's harder for you to do?
Actually, rapping in Spanish is easier.
It's easier
because a lot of words rhyme more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Like it depends how you say the things too. Like, you know, like way, like, you know, like you say like way, and then like way, like, you know, like, oh shit, like the tones, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, and in English, like there's the words that might not even like rhyme, but how I pronunciate them, like they makes them rhyme, you know, like,
you can play with the word a little bit and shit like
and
that.
like what I love is that like being bilingual, you know, if something I can't find something that don't rhyme in English, I was like, oh, but this rhymes with Spanish though, you know what I'm saying? And like boom, I just like
that's tight.
I landed, you know, and I've also had features with people from Mexico, you know, that I met while I was on there too. I have a homie like in Matamoros,
Okay.
Tamaulipas. That's like down there by Texas.
Oh, damn,
You
on
know,
that side.
and,
Okay.
and
okay.
I seen him on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, bro, like you get down, we'll do, it, you know. And then he's like, oh, send me something, let's work something, you know. Like I rapped him, he rapped in Spanish the whole verse, and then like my verse came in like, you know, and like me and him kind of clicked up, and like then he came back, he asked me for another feature, and like he's doing good down there in Mexico too, you know.
Do you find, and I'm gonna ask you, this might be a culture shock question or something like that, but do you find that when you reach out to Latinos or you reach out to white people or you reach out to African Americans, whatever culture that you reach out to on Instagram, do you feel like you get more of a feedback from one culture than the other? Is it easier to talk to a Latino rapper than it is to like a white rapper or another rapper?
Actually, like I like this question actually, cause like I barely started collaborating with like outside my race.
Got you.
You know?
Okay.
And I feel like it's easier to actually talk to like a brother, you know?
Okay.
Like, you know, cause like their vibe, you know? Like
Okay,
their
okay.
vibe, and they just know how to turn up, and like
Why?
and I'm not outgoing, you know, like
Why?
and I feel like it is like easier for me to talk to like
Okay, that's cool.
You know?
That's so you don't have no color lines when it comes to this shit.
no, I
You're
don't.
working with everybody.
No, I actually like I'm not like, you know, like skin no matter. I have like friends that are like black, white, you know,
yeah.
they're gay, whatever, bi, whatever you call them. I'm cool. Just
Right.
like you know.
That's cool. Yeah, I always, I just like I put a hot spot on the motherfucker and just make sure that everybody's cool with the shit.
Yep.
With the random podcast show, I like to ask random questions just to get the motherfuckers thinking, and you never know what they thinking and shit.
Hello.
So I'm gonna ask some random questions to you.
Okay.
Left or right?
Right.
East or west?
East.
North or south?
South.
7 or 21?
21.
Blue or red?
Blue.
Up or down?
Up.
Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston?
Michael Jackson.
Okay. I just threw that last one in there. I didn't know where I was going.
Like, I like how you make me thought. Like, think of a
yeah, you
fact.
know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers gonna be like, he listens to Michael Jackson wearing blue chops. That's right, man. So growing up, was there anybody else in your family that did music, or was you the first person to kind of find that vibe?
Actually, I'm actually the first in my family to like actually become like or something to do with like music, like a singer, you know.
Yeah.
I have another little cousin in Mexico. He's choreographer.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like he's a
dancer and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, he gets paid to do those quinceañeras on there. You know.
That's dope.
Yeah, and like that's how he makes his living, and like, man.
That's dope. That's dope.
So he always tells me, hey, what's up? Like, when you come down here to Mexico, let's make a music video. Like, I'll dance for you. Like, like not for me, but for the video.
Yeah. That's tight, man. That's tight. So, you working on any new projects you got coming out, man?
Well, sheesh, I got a lot on unreleased projects. You know, like,
okay.
And like, I just want to push out everything. Like, right now, I'm just going my hardest. You know, so like, everything that I'm gonna put out, I gotta make sure that it's like slapper.
Gotcha.
It's like kind of like my last shot. I'm seeing it as, like this is my last shot, and I'm coming for everything. So like,
okay. You got any videos out or coming out?
Yeah. I mean, I just dropped one called Restless.
Restless?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
And then I gotta work really, really, really hard because actually, like, the song that you just mixed for me with Ruchi, like,
yeah.
Like I wanna like. I know. I see the potential, and like,
right.
I mean, I don't see that like as wasting money. I feel like that would be like
that's a big record. That's a good record. That's a good record right there, man. You gotta push that motherfucker, bro, for real, 100%. So, do you plan on shooting any more videos? You got anything that you're gonna do wrapping up this year? I know this year is kind of coming real fast to an end and shit like that. You got anything you gonna release this like coming up anytime soon?
Anytime soon, like, you see, with me, you can't really like. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I just like, like maybe like today I don't know, and then I'm like, hey, I feel like throwing a music video.
Yeah.
And then it's like randomly, like sometimes I don't plan the things I do, and I feel like sometimes when you don't plan them, it comes out better sometimes.
Okay. Do you have a team of people that's behind you, or is it just you? How's your movement moving?
I mean, like right now I do have some people that support me, like, but mostly it's just me. You know, like. I promote my own stuff, like, like I record and I mix and like master my own stuff, well, I try, well, I mean, but it sounds decent, so
yeah.
So like right now it's like till now it's really when like I'm starting to actually meet people like like they actually want to like help me out, and then
right.
And it feels cool because like I know they don't want to help me out just because, like, you know, just because, like, they actually like what I do, you know, and
Right.
and yeah, like, but it's mostly I'm a do it yourself guy type, you know.
Right, right,
Mhm.
right. So, do you see yourself? Do you have any goals? Here's what I like to do. I like a motherfucker to make some goals, and then
Oh.
6 months from now we go back and we talk about their goals and be like, what did we kick ass and create or do? You feel me? So
Yep.
give me a goal that you want to accomplish in the next 6 months with this shit, man.
Oh, what? Okay. Oof.
I mean, don't go crazy. We don't want to go to the moon or
Okay,
nothing.
and okay,
yet.
okay. Like my goal is just to like actually get my name out there, you know, as in like
Brand.
yeah, like
Okay.
people like actually like they recognize me as in like like kind of like what Dizzy Hall is doing
Okay.
for Oceanside.
Yeah.
I want to do it for my city. You
That's
know,
right,
it's like
that's right.
I mean, you know what I mean? And
For Escondido.
for Escondido, exactly.
Do you have any
like,
artists out there in Escondido that you hear about that are working out there that you've heard about?
I heard about a couple, like, you know, and I mean, I haven't collabed with like most of them. You know?
Okay.
Like there's only like a certain few that I fuck with, you know.
Got
like,
you.
Like my homeboy Lost, you know. Like,
Yeah.
He like that's one of the homies that I fuck with, you know. And then it's like, I mean, I don't most kind of like music, like, you know, like when you told me like I need to believe it, you need to say like you believe it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like there's some like, you know, that like they say it, but I don't believe it though.
Right.
You know, even if they say it with all that they got, like it's still like.
They still don't believe
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, if you don't really like lived it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Now, in North County, man, there seems to be a lot of there's a lot of fucking talent for one. First of all, there's
Yes,
a lot
there
of
is.
talent. There's a lot of dope ass artists out here. There's also a lot of street shit out here.
Mhm.
The streets get real in North County.
Mhm.
It's not just beach and sand out here.
exactly.
How did you avoid that, or did you find yourself even bumping your head a couple times? I'm not trying to DJ Vlad you, so don't
I
get in
feel you.
trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't
No.
say nothing dumb.
Yeah.
But how did you avoid it, or how did you get into it, or you know, how'd you do it? How'd you deal with it?
I'm dealing with it
Got
as
you.
in like I'm doing music, sticking to myself.
Right.
And if you're trying to make some moves, some positive moves, you could like kick it with me. Like if you want to like just kick it and do like hood rat shit, you know what I'm saying? Like then like you could like kind of like go, you know, like
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So like I try to surround myself like people like me that think like me.
You got any older brothers or any siblings?
I'm the oldest. I'm like I
You're the
only have
oldest.
it's just me and my little brother. So
Gotcha.
like I feel like
Feel
right now,
obligated to be like a
Yeah.
leader with that.
I feel like I owe my family a lot, you know. So like
Yeah.
so kind of like right now like I'm staying out of trouble
That's right.
for them
That's
and
right.
like for me.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? Like mostly for me, but for them too. You know, and music is actually helping with it.
Your little brother like music and shit like that.
Yeah, like he actually supports me. You know, like
That's
he's
right.
like he's like a proud brother. You know,
Yeah.
right now he moved back. They moved back to Indiana. You know.
Okay.
And in Wisconsin or something like that. You know?
Okay.
And he's over there showing like my other his because we just find out we have like other family over there. You know,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
he's like
yeah.
showing his other little cousins. He's like, oh look, this is my brother. You know, like I just built my own studio like at my house. You know.
Dope.
And then like he calls me, he's like, hey, they want to see the studio. Let him see that.
That's
This shit.
right,
Like, you know,
that's right.
FaceTime. He's like, oh, look at the studio. Yeah.
You the brother from California that's a rapper. You a movie star.
Yeah, you know,
what I'm saying?
I'm
That's
like,
tight, man.
and
That's- how old your little brother?
he's about to be 17.
About to be 17.
Yeah,
man.
like-
Okay. So he's about to be graduating high school, shit like that.
Yeah, actually, he's gonna graduate a year earlier. You know, like
shit.
yeah, like. Well, how do you call it? Something
You
valedictorian or something?
Oh
like that?
damn. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
dope.
know, yeah,
Smart.
like I mean, I was like, what the hell? Like,
That's
I'm
tight,
okay,
man.
like you know. like-
Hey, that's tight.
Yeah,
that's
I
tight,
mean,
man.
Luckily, I actually graduated too. You know, like you know, like you know, I gave my mama that pleasure. You know, like at least he
Right.
graduated.
Hey,
you know,
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So social media, there's a lot of social medias and shit like that. What's the social media that you fucking with? That you're mostly on.
I was fucking with Facebook a lot,
Okay.
but like actually. Instagram right now is like popping. You know,
Instagram for shit.
it's like the cloud. You know, everybody
Yeah,
like, yep. Uh-huh.
With Instagram, do you see a little bit more reaction? Are you communicating with people? Do you see people communicating with you more on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like Facebook, on Facebook, they only hit me up like if it's like kind of like family, like personal. We actually know
Right.
each other personally. You know,
Right,
like,
friends and family type
yeah,
shit.
exactly. Like you know, like the ones that call me, like and message me, it's just mostly fam. You know,
Gotcha.
But like you want to get a hold of me, like I'll reply everywhere. You know, but there's like you said, there's social medias that I fuck with more. Like
Yeah.
there's times that I don't check my Snapchat for like a whole week.
What's your Instagram so people can know and shit?
Oh, my Instagram is on Dopest Days.
Okay, how you spell that?
DOPEDAZEDOUT.
Okay, dope. Oh, okay,
Dopest Days.
that's right. That's right. And is that the same name on all your social medias, or we got?
No, on they're all different. On Snapchat, it's the Dazed Out one.
The days I want. Okay.
All spelled out. Like.
You still fucking with Snapchat?
Here and there,
Yeah?
actually, like
Yeah?
like I have friends that like to do like the video fucking pictures and I'm like, and then I'm like, like I thought it was like something like for real, and then it's just like Snapchat sending me like
Some bullshit.
yeah, exactly. It's just the filters. They look good.
Yeah, the filters look good. I feel
that's
it. I got off of Snapchat because I was like, I had so many social medias. I'm like, man, I need to concentrate on one of these bitches. It's gonna be Instagram, man. I can't do it all. Fuck. So you okay, so the goal what was the goal for the next 6 months?
For my goal for my next 6 months is I don't know, just get at least
Get
a
the
couple San Diego artists, like
Okay.
like that are out there,
Okay.
maybe like Little Weirdo. I already got Maru, like
Okay.
I already got a few with Maru.
Okay.
My next goal is like for Weirdo, Little Weirdo.
So give me 5 artists that you could work with, dead or alive.
Dead or Alive, I would work with obviously Tupac, Warren G,
Okay.
Nipsey Hussle,
Okay.
if he was still alive, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. I actually see myself on a beat with like rest in peace, Briss, I think.
Briss.
Briss, rest in
Hard.
peace.
I like that
Like
young
hey,
kid.
he go
Yeah.
raw, like I really I really listened about him, I heard about him, my bad.
Right.
And the last one I would do, Desi Hollow, actually. Like, Desi Hollow.
Desi Hollow make the top 5.
Yeah, like
that boy working. I
Yeah,
love
like-
it.
like,
I love to
like-
see. I love to hear it.
Yeah, like like he's like not. I don't want to say the only one, but the only one in Upper County that's actually like up there. What I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. That's
so
dope.
like it's a must to have Desi.
That's
like,
dope, man. That's dope. So growing up, what were some of the artists that you grew up listening to?
I was growing up listening to Mexican rap too. Quinto Sol. If they know Aquid, JP. I was like. So
Right.
rap has actually been in my life for a while. Now that I think about it,
Because I know you said that the fan band was listening to the Spanish music and stuff. Were you when they heard you start rapping, or when they saw you start rapping, were they kind of like tripping, like, damn, what the fuck?
My mom kind of thought it was something that I was gonna do, like pick up and then drop,
Right.
So like to her it was like noise,
Right.
But-
we don't know how long it's gonna last.
Yeah, exactly, like, and then they'd be like, "You're still rapping?" I'm like, "Yeah," I'm like, "I told you this is serious,"
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you guys really think I'm playing about this, huh? Like, and
Now when mom goes back and sees it, is she kind of like, oh damn, he's doing
oh
it?
yeah, actually, like now, like as in like I'm telling her like. Cause I stayed back, like they moved,
Right.
and like I was like no, cause like I started something, and like I don't want to like it's taken so much to get where I'm at, little or a lot. It's like taken a lot from me, It's like,
Right.
and I don't want to just throw it away.
Right.
So like now, like when she calls me, like she called me early before like I started my studio sessions. Like she's like, are you there already? Like
Yeah,
like
that's
like hey, what
tight.
time you going on? Like like the first time I got invited to the radio, like up in Irvine, I told you. She was at work, and I guess she put me like on the radio, and she was
Yeah.
telling her coworkers, "That's my son,
That's
like
tight.
I mean, like that felt cool, and
Hell yeah.
like now, like she really sees that like it's like okay, he's serious, like my followers started like going like just like
Started going up and shit.
yeah,
like that.
exactly, like it's not a lot, but like from like the hundreds to like it was like at 800, and then like. It took me like years to like maybe like 4 years to just get it for 800,
Right.
And then like now like I'm at 1100, and like
That's tight.
and like that's just like it was like boom, just fast,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Starting to grow. Man. Starting to do it.
Mhm.
Consistency is key with this music shit, man. When you
Yeah.
stay consistent, people see that shit. That's what they want to see. They want to see content. They want to see you continue. They want to see progress. They don't want to see you do something one day and the next day you stop. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, is there anybody that you would want to shout out, man, that's been rocking with you for a little bit, man?
For
a long time?
while, I mean, like my little cousin, shout out Giovanni 1K, like or 1K stunts, like
Okay.
like I mean he's been bumping my I didn't even know he bumped me, And
Yeah.
I guess like he's like, oh yeah, I remember that song, so he's like one of the longest.
Okay.
I got other, but like like I can't mention at the top of my head, Also I like to shout out my boy Young Crow, we've dropped like Young Crow, my little cousin, and me, we dropped like one banger is called Born to Win, and then me and him got on another track called Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And Loyalty was like actually the song that kind of brought me back in the scene. You know?
Got you.
And yeah, shout out Young Crow. You know, my boy.
That's right. Young Crow out there working right now.
Yeah, he working too. You know,
that's
like.
Right.
Yeah,
I see him popping up here and there on my timeline. I'm like, okay, little bro out there getting it. That's good. That's good, man. I love to see it. So, let me see, man. I want to close up, but I want to ask a couple more questions. Let me see. I was out there and I was smoking the blunt with you, and you were like, you had a cool moment, man. So, you said that you was at a party and you was chilling, and somebody you didn't even know was listening to your music.
Exactly, yeah.
Now what was the feeling that you got when you actually heard somebody else playing your shit? Were you like, damn, or were you kind of shy, or were you like, how did you feel? Did you feel a little like intimidated, or were you like, oh, that's me? Or how did you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
what was
like,
you feeling?
So like I was pulling up to my house one day. And I wasn't having a good day, and before I pulled up to my house, I parked, and then I seen this guy outside the house, my neighbor actually, you know.
Okay.
I seen him post right there. I'm like, hey, what's up? Are you good? You know, whoop whoop. And then he came to my car, and then I started bumping like my song that's called Benjamin's and Cannabis. You know, I did that song like 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then he's like, wait, I seen that name somewhere before. He's like, what? Like, these I was like, yeah. I'm like, that's me. Nah, no fucking way, dude. I was like, that's my fucking favorite song, dog. Like, you know. And then I didn't believe him. Like, oh, you're capping, you know.
Yeah.
And then like he introduced me to the other friends and stuff, and they put that song. And then his cousins are like, hey, that's Whoop de Whoop's favorite song, you know. So he was like, I don't know what the hell. And then like they're like, oh, they started like, you know, they started singing my song. I was like, well, like what the hell? Like, am I being punked? You know, like, like I feel like I felt like I don't know, like happy, like butterflies in the stomach, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh shit, like 3 people like know my lyrics, you know, like I feel like I made it, you know.
That's tight.
And I was like, imagine if 3 people know. Imagine when like a shitload of people like in the crowd, you just like know your song, like how much how that feels and stuff.
Have you been on stage yet and rocked any shows live?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, thanks to Desi Hollow, he actually gave me my first show, you know.
Okay.
I feel like now I probably could do better.
Right.
You know, like first time always, you know, first timers like you're shy, you're just looking at the floor, you know what I mean? Like
right.
I mean, and that's what I do when I get nervous most of the time. You know, I try to like to avoid the stare, yeah.
Got you. So was that the only show that you've done? Was that
after that I went to Ontario.
Okay.
Ontario, I got a show at a club. It was like they were like barely opening it.
Okay.
And that was my second one, and then my third one it was with Drummer Boy in EMC.
So let me ask you, when you've done a music video, you've performed a live show, you've obviously recorded in the studio a couple times. What's your favorite out of the 3? Is it writing the song? Is it recording the song? Is it shooting the video? Or is it performing the song? Which one? What's your favorite out of the
recording the song? Being in the booth.
Being in the booth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Being in the booth is like my favorite out of all of it.
Yeah, just put in that work. Huh?
Yeah, just the booth actually.
And coming out and hearing that product.
Exactly.
Like,
for real. Yep.
That's right.
It's just knowing like my wordplay got better. You know what I'm saying? So
that's tight.
I could rhyme tomato. You see? You know
that's right. That's right.
Cool, man. But I want to say thank you once again for having me here, man.
It's good, bro. It's good. We're gonna have you come in here in 6 months. We're gonna talk about some goals. We're gonna talk about some of the more people that you're working with. We're gonna talk about that Rucci single that's gonna be coming out. When are you gonna be dropping that?
I want to drop it on Friday.
This Friday?
I kind of want to, or like, because I've been hyping it up, you know. So,
right.
I mean, if I said Friday, like I stick to my word. So like, if I said Friday, or like Friday.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Right, let's do it. You know.
Let's do it.
But yeah, Karma, once again, thanks, man.
It's good, man. It's good, man. Thank you for taking the time, and I appreciate your grind and everything you're doing, man. Stay fucking grinding, stay out the way, and stay pushing out good music, my guy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
I gotta figure out this instrument extra, man. I gotta get better with that.
That was cool.